What is meekness? And more often than not, meekness is associated with gentleness and being reserved, not being lousy. So generally, meekness is associated with gentleness and being reserved. And for this reason, the tendency is there to consider meekness as a weakness. So there's high tendency to consider meekness as a weakness, but meekness is not synonymous to weakness. What then is meekness? Meekness is the ability to keep strength under control. A meek man is not a weak man. A meek man is a strong man. A meek man is a man with high potency of grace. Are you with me? It's a man that carries authority. Okay? But he blended that with the ability to keep his strength under control. So meekness actually is a kind of unusual blend of patience with quiet power. You see, naturally, power and patience don't flow together. Okay, you have ability, you have resources. Why will you want to delay action? Hello? When you have ability and you have resources, okay, why will you want to delay action? So you won't want to delay action because the ability is there and the resources to take the action, okay, they are there. So you want to do everything fast and quick. You want to showcase that you are capable, you are able. You want to showcase it. So naturally, power and patience don't flow together. So a man of power that is without patience will exercise power without any form of check. But this is where meekness comes in. A man of meekness will be patient, will by patience exercise power with caution. So meekness is not synonymous to weakness. Rather, it is the ability to keep your strength under control. It's a kind of unusual blend of patience with quiet power because naturally power and patience don't flow together. But by meekness, you are able to blend patience and quiet power. So meekness is the unusual grace to exercise authority with humility. It's the unusual grace to exercise authority with humility. You see, when a man who is without influence and affluence, he has no other option than to be humble. Hello? Are we together? A man is without influence, is without affluence. Of course, his best bet is to be what? Is to be humble. So, but for you to remain humble, when influence and affluence arrive, what you need is meekness. Are you with me? So, the humility of a poor man may not be taken seriously, except it's a man that has encountered Jesus and has imbibed the spirit of meekness. So a man that without influence and affluence may not have any other option than to pretend to be humble. But it takes meekness to remain humble when influence and affluence arise. So humility can be circumstantial. Humility can be what? Circumstantial. The circumstances you are going through, your state of well-being at a particular time may make you have a semblance of humility. So humility can be circumstantial. A poor man can stay humble because that is his only option. So he will be exercising humility but with bitterness. with silence grudges. Mama Shade, please wash those plates. Mama Shade, hope you have taken care of the kitchen. Yes, ma. But in the silence of our hearts, and even by murmuring, ẹran tó mèrè jẹ ló jẹ́ kí gbẹ̀gìrì ó sàn. But the mistress is not hearing that. The mistress is only hearing, yes, ma. Yes, ma. Yes, ma. Are you with me? So, humility can be circumstantial. A poor man can stay humble because that is his only option. So, the humility that you exercise with bitterness and grudges will be short-lived because it is dictated and imposed by your circumstances of no option. So humility can be circumstantial. So the gentleness or meekness of some people is not different from the kind of tale that was told about a caged lion. There was the story of a caged lion that a lamb came and helped out of the cage. And all the time he was caged and was pleading for freedom. Okay? He appeared so gentle and calm. And then the lamb came. And lamb felt, oh, this is somebody that has a semblance of my characteristics. That we're in the same class of consideration for fellow animal. Somebody that will not eat another animal, that will eat grass like the lamb also eats grass. And then the lamb, because of the way the lion that was caged appeared, very friendly, went there and released the lion from the cage. And after releasing the lion from the cage, it was then the lion remembered that he has not eaten lunch for the day. Okay. And what did he do? He picked on the lamb and about to eat the lamb. And the lamb was pleading and begging that he should remember the kindness he has shown him, he should not be eaten. He said, then what else do you want me to eat? Don't you know that I'm a carnivore? I feed on flesh, and you are a ready meal, I will eat you. But fortune smiled on the lamb. The tortoise came around. And by the time the tortoise came around, the tortoise asked, what was the problem? And the story was narrated. And when the story was narrated, the tortoise said, I cannot understand yet. Can you replay the whole story? Can you hack the story the way it happened? And the lion agreed. And then the tortoise led them to the cage. He said the lion should enter the cage. He said, you are in this cage? He said, yes. Enter it and let us back into captivity. Praise the name of the Lord. But for the saving grace of the cleverness of the tortoise, that lamb will have been eaten for helping the wrong person. But that is the kind of circumstance, the kind of humility and gentleness and friendliness that the lion exhibited at first was circumstantial. It was because he was in the cage that he appeared lame and friendly. Immediately he was released from the cage, then he turned on his natural character to eat animals, to devour animals. So the gentleness or meekness of some people is not different from such. But when it comes to meekness, the true meekness of Christ, meekness is a character, it's not circumstantial. It's the innate character, it's an innate character. Meekness is not something that your environment or your circumstances impose on you. It is the form or version of humility that survives success. Not all forms of humility survive success. But when it is meekness, it will survive success. Meekness is the regulator, is the check that will not allow you to be puffed up because you now have influence and affluence. Am I talking to somebody?